Hello, my dear fellow tankers. Welcome to my new review of the Tier 11 tank Szakal. What if I told you this tank is not just another medium, but one of the most dangerous thinking player machines at Tier 11? Today we're looking at the CS-67 Szakal, a Polish medium sharpshooter tank that combines mobility, precision, and flexible battlefield control in a very interesting way. And after looking at these stats, one thing becomes clear. This is not a tank for brainless rushing. This is a tank for players who like to outthink the enemy, take smart positions, punish mistakes, and move before the enemy even realizes what happened. So in this video, we're going to break down the gun, the mobility, the armor, the special tactical mode system, and most importantly, how this tank actually wants to be played. Let's get into it. First of all, the Szakal is clearly built as a high-impact medium. It is not pretending to be a heavy, and it is not a passive redline sniping either. This tank wants to operate in that perfect middle ground, fast enough to rotate, accurate enough to punish, and dangerous enough to completely change a flank if the enemy gives you even one opening. And the gun is where that starts. From the stats on screen, we're looking at around 435 alpha damage, 283 penetration, about 7.26 seconds of reload, and close to 3,597 DPM. That is a very serious package. 435 alpha on a medium already gives the tank presence. Then you combine that with 283 penetration, and suddenly the tank becomes reliable. You do not need to gamble every shot. As long as you aim well and take smart angles, the gun should be able to perform consistently against a wide variety of targets. Now, where this gets even more interesting is the handling. The aim time is around 1.91 seconds. The dispersion is about 0.30, and the tank has -9 degrees of gun depression. That combination is exactly what makes a medium tank feel comfortable in real battle. It means this vehicle should be strong at medium range, it should be effective on ridge lines, and it should be able to punish tanks that overpeak, hesitate, or try to cross open ground. This is the kind of gun that rewards discipline, and that's where the identity of the Szakal really starts to show, because this tank is not just about raw damage output, it is about controlled pressure. Now, let's talk about the special system on this tank, because that is one of the most unique parts of the package. The CS-67 Szakal appears to have a tactical mode system that lets it shift between mobility-focused and precision-focused performance, depending on the situation. And honestly, that fits the tank perfectly. In one situation, you want extra mobility. You want to get to an early position, rotate to another flank, escape a collapsing side, or chase down isolated targets in the lake game. At that point, I should have been dead already. One shot, one mistake, anything, and it's over. But somehow, this tank just kept going, still relocating, still finding angles, still punishing enemies that made even the smallest mistake. And that's when it really hits you. This is not a tank that gives up. This is a tank that fights until the very last hit point. And if you stay calm, if you think ahead, if you don't panic, you can still carry the game. In another situation, you want maximum gun value. You are already on position. You are working a ridge. You are holding a line. And now your priority is clean shots, tighter handling, and efficient punishment. That flexibility is a huge strength. A lot of medium tanks are either speed-focused or gun-focused. The Szakal seems designed to let you play both roles. As long as you understand when to switch and why, bad players will probably waste the mode system, switch at the wrong time, or stay in the wrong setup for too long. Good players are going to use it to control the pace of the fight. We're looking at roughly 990 horsepower, around 21.85 horsepower per ton, a top speed of about 61 kilometers per hour forward, and solid traverse values as well. So no, this is not a sluggish medium. This thing has the legs to move, That matters a lot, because mobility in a tank like this is not just about going fast in a straight line. It is about turning one local advantage into pressure somewhere else on the map. That means the Szakal should be very strong in early map control, mid-game flank changes, crossfire setups, and late-game cleanup. And late game is where a tank like this can become absolutely terrifying. Speaking of survivability, let's talk armor. This tank has around 2,200 hit points, with visible armor values of roughly 130 on the hull front and 200 on the turret front. From the armor model, you can clearly see the general story. The turret can work, the upper front can work in the right situation, but this is not a heavy tank, and it absolutely should not be played like one. The armor is there to support smart play, not replace it. But if you overextend, sit still in front of enemy guns, or try to brute force trades, the Szakal is going to get punished very quickly. So the armor is best described as useful, but conditional. And honestly, that fits the rest of the tank perfectly. This vehicle rewards players who think ahead. It also has a very healthy view range of around 472 meters, which gives it another layer of battlefield control. That means you are not just relying on other people to find your targets. You can spot for yourself. That, to me, is the real identity of this machine. So, final verdict? The CS-67 Szakal looks like a smart assassin medium. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe my channel.